I'm Dr. Bill Datema. I'm the current Chief Executive Officer for the Society for Public Health Education. I joined in 1995. I volunteered on a number of committees. I was the co-chair of the Global Health Community of Practice. I was the leader of the program for the scientific conference in 2011, and I was on the committee for 2012. Was a representative from SOFI for other organizations such as the International Union for Health Promotion and Education. And I was the program chair for the 2020 conference that had to pivot rapidly to being virtual, and all those were as a volunteer. I was also on the SOFI board. I was the board treasurer, and then was asked to be the interim CEO last year, and then I've been the CEO since November. What brings me back are the people. I've worked with so many different people and people from different walks of life and different types of health education careers over that period. My career has been in state and federal government, but also in universities and in community health and other settings. And so SOFI is my professional home because it covers all of those settings. And I've been able to meet people from all those settings. I've learned from so many different people in SOFI, and I've built so many relationships that started out as collegial and then became friendships. Over the years, SOFI has been my professional home, and I couldn't have a better one. A lot of ways we build community is by getting people opportunities for service. And as you work together, then you build relationships, you get to know each other's moves, and you figure out what's important to each other. You're all working the same direction. Everyone's trying to improve health, and everyone's trying to make the world a better place. And so it's just wonderful to be with like-minded people and be able to work on projects that are substantial and can help really move the field forward. And through those experiences, you build deep bonds. Many of the people that I've worked with at SOFI over the years have had similar experiences. SOFI wants to make the world a better place through health education. We do that through a variety of different ways. The communities of practice, through our committees, through our projects, through our cooperative agreements, through our funded work. Just building those relationships between people and between organizations that can help create virtuous cycles of improvement and improve the public's health. What I think makes SOFI unique, there are a few things, but one is the fact that we've got multi-generational collegial relationships. We have people that have been in the field for decades. We've got people that are brand new, and we have everything in between. And I think everyone cares about each other. Those of us who are further along in our careers really care about bringing along the students and really care about making opportunities for others in the field. Aside from those multi-generational relationships, I think SOFI has an excellent reputation over 75 years, and we do substantial work, and other organizations recognize this substance of the work that we do. And so they like to partner with us. We're very honorable, very helpful, very collegial in our partnerships between and among organizations. We really, I think, add a lot of value to initiatives that help improve the nation's health and global health at large. SOFI provides a lot of different services. We, in addition to the conferences, annual meetings, continuing education work and such, and the 3 journals, which provide a lot of cutting-edge content and evidence bases for various projects, SOFI creates tools. SOFI works with government to make sure the evidence base is refined and then put into practice. SOFI is so good at making sure that people have opportunities and that people can find their way of serving, and that just brings value to everyone. Most recently, SOFI's been working with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on a variety of projects. One is characteristics of effective health education programs, which helps distill the science and move it into practice, especially in school health education. We have a school employee wellness guide that SOFI just created last year. And that's the first deep resource in school employee wellness. We have a variety of trainings that we've put on. We have writing workshops that have helped practitioners learn how to create academic literature that then gets published and goes into the record for perpetuity. And that's something that I think is quite unique. We have so often practitioners don't either have time to publish or don't really know exactly how to go through the publication process, whereas academics live that fairly regularly. We've been able to help create structures and trainings that help those practitioners get published and get their information that they learned into the literature, which builds the evidence base out and helps everyone understand how theory can affect practice and practice can affect theory. How many annual conferences have I been able to attend? I would say in the last nearly 30 years I've been to at least 25. It's energizing when you can get together with your colleagues at conferences such as this. Our time in St. Louis at our 75th conference has been wonderful, and so many different colleagues that I've worked with at different times in my career that I just don't see any other place. It's just been wonderful to reconnect and wonderful to deepen those connections and wonderful to think about how we can work together in the future. SOFI can be very energizing. Just getting people together but also doing the work can be very energizing. It makes you feel more optimistic about what we're doing in the field of public health. And be with your tribe, be with people that are like-minded, that are trying to do the same good for the world is always energizing. I think one thing about SOFI is the way that we're not an insular group. It's like people look for ways to bring others in and bring new people in. We have so many new members at this conference and so many first-time people. And you see people in the hallways and in the sessions reaching out to the new people, and it's terrific. It keeps regenerating the organization and help keep the organization fresh. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about SOFI. It's been one of the most impactful professional experiences of my life and my career, of course. SOFI helps everyone expand their vision beyond their local, state, or national view. This conference, we have included several people here from WHO, from the UNESCO chair, from International Union for Health Promotion and Education. All of that brings value. It's just wonderful to keep those collegial relationships going globally.